Welcome to the Legends Alliance podcast. I'm here with Dub Alvarez.
Hi, America.
And our guest, Travis Horn. Travis is a Guinness World Record holder. He is going to be giving us the insides on all of what he does. This guy is a complete gym rat. It is not hardcore. It is not some trapeze stuff. It is, tell us what it is.
I definitely would consider it art.
Art. I would consider it art too, man. You do some great things, man. Some stuff, you wouldn't catch me dead trying, or I'll be dead. I don't know about you, but we're two big guys.
What does he do?
What he does is, well, first of all, I got to talk about the person first. This guy is a great man. He is a Marine, former Marine.
Thank you for your service.
Appreciate it.
Humanitarian. But I'm going to rename him. I'm going to call him the Balance King of Kings. How about that?
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, because nobody does it like you do it. So we got to call you something separate than what you've been called.
On the balance beam?
No.
Okay.
No, not at all. So he is a 2-time Guinness World Record holder he holds the record for the greatest height. Am I correct?
Yes.
And like performing like interlocked objects, like far as like free weights, dumbbells, things like that. And there's nobody like him out there. I don't even know if you have competition. Is there competition out there? Or there might be, but there's no competition to what you do.
What does he do with the dumbbells?
Let my man here tell you.
Like, I'm intrigued here.
It's a very interesting story. As far as competition, yeah, I do believe like we talk about the athletes. They're getting bigger, they're getting faster, they're getting stronger. But
Yes, sir.
what we all know is it's the education that allows these people to be stronger, but still susceptible to the injuries. And honestly, when I watch your podcast, I feel for these legends. I feel for these newer athletes. I have a DB right now that's Weber State. He just got into all sky. Like, it's because they're taking the education with the knowledge, and that allows them. So for me, it's never been about competition, because people always ask me, where was your motivation come from? And I say, well, how could I be motivated if somebody wasn't doing it? So the way you explain it is exactly how your brain should process it, because I am the first generation of this, of taking our bodies and using items like dumbbells, or doesn't matter what it is, microphones. It comes down to physics.
So
I
mental prep is step one.
100% mental prep is the only step one.
Well, I mean, Dub, you've been an athlete and you study athletes in the games, all these games. And we're told that 65 to 70% of the game is mental. How much do you consider, like, what you do, how much part of the game is mental for you?
It's definitely, I don't know about the percentages, because I believe things are, I try to stay away from man-made things. So times, numbers, and stuff like that. I think it's more of the energy. I think the mentalness comes from the physical. So if your physical is messed up, it's going to affect your mental even more than you even realize. And a little example of that is teeth. Most people don't realize like your teeth health have a lot to do with your diet.
Absolutely.
But that's just one of those hidden things where I think there's blackout moments where all of that energy plus the physical comes. There are very specific moments, like at the top of the world record. All building up to that, if your body's not right, you won't even muster up the mindset to even perform that. So these athletes already performing at their level, they already know exactly who they are, what they want to be, what they want to be doing. When you add the education to that, that's when it's another level. That's why I say a magic trick is only fun until you know the trick.
Well, I love that you're into the educational part of educating people that don't understand what you do or are into it. You can you're the mind that sparks the next mind. That's what I love about that part of sports and physical things like what you do. That's why I was like, let me make sure that the people understand that this isn't hardcore. This is something completely different.
100%.
Since you are the first, have you put a name on it? You do?
Yeah, the guru method.
The guru method.
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. So I could go into it, and I have things written down, But I'd rather you tell the people. I usually like to tell the people what you do to prepare the fans out there and the audience what you do. But I'd rather you tell us from the record standpoint what you have done, created, and have accomplished.
In other words, go to the source itself.
Absolutely.
I appreciate that. And I take a lot of pride in being really resourceful when it comes to just being a human being.
Let's start with the two records. Not the hippie jump. We'll get to that. I'm
the hippie jump.
Yeah. I had to
I
had to do my I had to do some research on that one.
Is there a video?
That's why it's so interesting. There's video. There's all kind of stuff. But I want you to talk about the two records you have in the Guinness Book for the highest.
The highest handstand on a self-built tower.
Two. Yeah,
no, it's
self-built tower.
That story is actually truly amazing. At that point, I learned when one door closes, many more doors opened, and I didn't realize that until 5 years after I was training for a record that never existed. So my first initiation with the Guinness Book of Records was, hey, could I break this record? There was no record. It took 4 years for them to write me back an email and say, hey,
wow,
you want to break the record now? I'm like, of course. Like, now I'm really ready. So
you're not actually breaking a record. You are creating and setting a record.
That's
awesome.
I could probably set 20,000 records at this point now in my life. Like, I'm that far. Right. I'm that far down the rabbit hole. 160,000 hours in for 14 years. So when I hear these
training, and creating,
100%, yes.
These obstacles.
I believe as a pioneer, it's very important because we have to be grateful that they have a microphone, they have a table, because pioneers created the table. Without all of this stuff that we're using, your house, you're either using and consuming or you're creating and pioneering.
Yes.
So that's when it comes to the future athletes and even the people that like your podcast. I watch your podcast and I think, wow, if I could help their kids or even some that are still alive, I'm actually talking to Forsett right now, Jay Forsett. He's trying to get back in, you know what I'm saying? Because everything is good. And it's like, hey, let me get back into your life and not change anything, but let's add the education that the OGs did not have.
Right.
So when we think about these injuries, it's like, wait, these kids aren't getting injured. They're only getting injured because, like you guys said, we're going so far with science. What are we leaving behind? The education. So how to sit, stand, and sleep is how it got me to even think about these records. Because imagine me getting a phone call from Italy saying, hey, you want to come break this record? I've never touched the equipment. I'm not trained. I've never even flew across the world. And I said, yes.
They manifested from your thoughts.
And I said, yes. And of course, why? Because I trusted myself in the education.
Wow.
The education and the knowledge is the only reason why I'm still doing this. And then, long story short, let's speed up. After I set that world record, I broke my arm a week later. I came back because that's another thing athletes have a problem with. They get all hyped. You get a Super Bowl, you go out, you get hyped. I got hyped. I went to go train, snapped my arm. Both bones, of course, I got the video for you, don't worry. Both bones, 10 plates, 10 screws. But guess what happened? A week later, they asked me if I wanted to go back to re-break my own record. So now I fly back with my broken arm to break my world record. And it was just a constant grind and grit of understanding that the education and the trust in myself would take me there. Because remember, my first world record was the highest, farthest I ever was in my entire life. Because literally, like 30 minutes before I was going to go on the show, I went to the Coliseum. Some guy was like, "Hey man, you're American. You know you want some." I was like, yeah.
We talking Coliseum, not the Oakland Coliseum.
We talking about the Coliseum. Yeah, Rome.
Right,
Coliseum.
Okay.
Yeah, and because they flew me to Italy 3 times. I've been to Italy 3. Every time to be honest, I think they leave room for me to redo it. That's where we're at now.
That's awesome.
You know
How's the food?
The food is amazing. Pizza, by the way, is not cut. Real pizzas.
It's not pizza.
It's not cut. Like you gotta. Yeah. So like there's definitely levels of food and stuff. Which we'll talk nutrition and water and stuff. We'll get there.
Yeah, they fold it up and put it in a cone.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll get there. But so I was the highest because I got some medicine out there. So like that was such an invigorating experience, as well as being a single dad. And what most people don't know is for the single dads out there, I literally before I left, I was like, let me check my mail. I'm good with the baby mama, right? All of a sudden, the day before I go, what do you think happens? I get a note saying I got a child support case the day I get back. So mentally, I was in foster care. I never had a family. So
you could have folded it up right
100% fold it up, pack it up. No,
Absolutely.
So I remember when I was there, when I got there, I remember I was practicing and I had the video and I started crying. I was like 4 meters in the air and she's like, and remember they don't speak English. And she's like, what's going on? I'm like, I get down and she's like, you did amazing. It looks great. I'm like, yeah, but you're not understanding. Look great, amazing. No, this should have happened 10 years ago and there is no failure here. There's no option to fail. I'm not going back to the city without a world record.
You can mentally prepare yourself for what you had to do physically, but mentally you had to control your emotions.
And that's honestly, the records are a lot deeper than the records because we can all have records. If you want a record, we can create a record.
Absolutely.
It's not that serious.
There's a lot that comes along with
a lot that comes with that. And we were talking about, you have a lot of sons on the podcast. And it's like, I wonder, every time I've ever went, I took a video with my son. So I really wonder because he knows I broke my arm and he's like, Dad, your shoulder hurts right now. You can see in the video, he can tell me, oh, your shoulder hurts, but you're still going, yeah, son, I got this,
Yeah. So what record is it and what are the numbers on the record?
The record is the highest handstand on a self-built tower, which it's
that
interlocking circus poles that have like a 1-inch diameter that each pole goes into another pole, which I'm shimmying on each side of it because I have to climb it. So I put the pole in, shimmy, put the pole in, shimmy, put the pole in, shimmy. I think it got up to 18. Yeah. But they do meters over there, 5 meters, 5.5 meters. I think the most amazing part of that is they either had so much trust in me or so much trust in myself that as I set the record at 4 meters, they asked me, what do I want to do?
Break your own record.
Go again.
Absolutely.
I broke it, 4.5. What do you want to do? I broke it again. So
that's the 2-time
no
record breaker?
No, that's all in its own. Like that don't even count. That didn't count.
Okay.
Me doing it didn't count. Me doing it again didn't count, but the final one counted.
Okay.
And we don't even go about the platform doesn't count. So I'm 22 feet off the air, but only 15 feet counted. So
gotcha.
the logistics and the statistics and all that stuff, like we can go off all that. That wasn't that. It was about the energy of, man, I'm a United States Marine. A world record holder ain't ever going to beat that title. Like it doesn't matter how many records I have. It could be at 25 times.
Simplify.
Nah, it doesn't matter. Like
that's just the proud.
It's for me as a dad, wanting to be able to stack my resume. So when my son comes on one of these podcasts, he can be like, yo, my dad was no joke.
Yeah. He's gonna watch this back and know who you are.
That's
he
knows
knows who you are at home. We went over that off camera. He knows who you are, but know who my dad is. My dad is cool. Guess what my dad did? I mean, not even to brag to one of his friends or something like that, but just, talking in general. Hey, guess what my dad did? My dad did something cool. And that always goes so far. So I'm definitely proud of you. You know what I mean? And your son is going to be 100 times more prouder than I can ever be.
I appreciate that.
So let's get to the hippie jump. Dove, what is the hippie jump?
I never heard of it. So how would I know? How would I know?
I wanted to know. I wanted to hear you just give it a shot. What is the hippie jump?
Something involving hippies. That would be my first guess. Do you wear?
You're not coming off the top.
No, I'm not.
You know what I mean with the thought.
Sounds like a hop jump. I don't know.
I mean, it's close. A hippie jump is, I have it on a longboard, of course, because when I broke my arm, honestly, it's a weird story how that came about. Once I snapped my arm as a therapist, I realized that you need vibration. Like any kind of to break up scar tissue or when you're healing, you need vibration.
I really thought he was
had that for my rotator cuff.
So an accident.
That was the only thing that helped it really.
So an accident, I got sponsored by Backfire Board, which was a longboard. So since I didn't have a car, I used to ride my longboard. Actually, I broke my femur. That's what the vibration was for. So I got hit by a jet ski in Orlando. I broke my femur. And then, so imagine, the vibration for my hip, how would you do that? I got on the longboard and I used to ride miles on the sidewalk on the longboard to vibrate my hip loose because I couldn't afford this. I couldn't afford that. I got kicked out of the gym. So
kids, drink your milk.
Yeah, like that. I got hit by a jet ski.
Drink your leche.
Yeah, that's messed up. I got hit by a jet ski. It was with my friend. It was a rehearsal dinner in Orlando, but that door closed.
That's
and then I got a world record from
that's the door. Those things.
I wouldn't have
go
trained
back to the manifest.
Yeah, because I wouldn't have trained my legs so hard if I wouldn't have had a reason. And since I was handstanding, it just. I have the
How long
perfect
did
storm.
it take for the Guinness Book of World Records to get back with you on the hippie jump?
That was complete self. So they flew me to Italy. If you have an adjudicator, if we want to do a world record right now, we could pay $15,000 and they'll have a guy stand right there. And the minute we do the record, it's in the books.
Wow.
So it did take 6 months to a year going through GuinnessBookOfRecord.com
with you
100%, because there's thousands of people trying to make records, and it's not something special. But
didn't know that. See, you're teaching the audience out there a whole lot of
Now, I
stuff
have a
right
question. Now, when you guys set the Guinness World Book of Records, I know they give you guys a plaque. Do you guys get paid for that also?
No, but I'm really glad that you brought that up, man. I really am.
I believe you should. That's just my opinion.
I've done many shows, and the only person so far to pay me for a show was Bleacher Report, Marshawn Lynch. They paid me $500. Take the taxes out $410. Why would I forget it? Because I'm a humanitarian, which means any kind of money I remember.
Yes.
So I remember them giving me the check. It was like $410. I was like, man, I thought it was $500. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even know about this tax thing. Like, I'm a Marine. I live a lot of tax-free life.
On what state you're in, huh?
Right? So when I got down and they gave me the plaque, you'll see me holding the plaque. They give it to me to shake my hand. When I got backstage, they took the plaque from me.
What? Word?
Right? So imagine you winning a championship belt or something, right? You know what I'm saying? And they took the plaque and they said you could order yours online. So I went home. I went all the way back home on that plane thinking, damn, like, fast forward. I go back. They fly me back to break my own record. That one they let me keep. And I'm telling you, I carried that thing to the airport and I had so many conversations. I felt so powerful. And all I thought was, this is why if you're an Olympian, you're wearing the gold medal out tonight. You're wearing the ring out tonight. Like,
because
that
you don't get
made
paid.
me feel like, and I've yet to top that feeling. That feeling of holding my plaque was way more than the audience clapping in the background, because we know how shows are. Like, I mean, I didn't get to talk to none of those people. I physically got to see people's interaction of like, wow, I grew up watching the Guinness Book of World Record. Like, you're a record holder.
Absolutely. That was like the greatest thing on TV. Like Ripley's Believe It or Not type thing. Yeah.
I know tons of guys. My buddy Canhead, he's a superhero. His oxygen takes in more. His pores take in more oxygen than a normal person. He just got shout out to Canhead, second world record of 20 cans stuck to his head. Like, he can shoot a can 20 feet from the open palm. Like, he's a superhuman. But he was in Ripley's Believe It or Not, which I met him on the show. So the answer is no. Wow. The answer is I've done all of this for free.
That just made me think. So I didn't even realize this. So from the sponsorship these Olympians get, you don't get to put no money in your pocket. They can't sponsor you and give you a check. They can sponsor you by, let's make Flavor Flav an example. He sponsored, what was it, the ice skaters or the gymnasts or somebody, right? He sponsored them, a lot of them, and he paid for their rent. Did you know that?
No, it didn't.
Over this last Olympics?
No.
So it didn't cross my mind to think about
their rent in the Olympic Village? Or just the rent
back home, because you're not getting paid. You're not doing your job back home. So he paid for, let's say you're from Vegas and you're in the Olympics and you went out there and you're a gymnast. He paid for your rent back home.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if it's against the association stuff and all this organization stuff, but I guess you can't receive dollars like that, or I don't know if you can.
I mean, when it gets down to big businesses and brands and that side, once I learned as a humanitarian, and honestly, that's what I'll tell the listeners out there, you have to be able to separate personal and business. I did 10 years with less than $10 a day. When I trained some of these pro athletes, I went with no money. I went with Italy with no money. I went broke, no money, with that coming back to a child support court. And then what's crazy is I got snowed in New York, so I had to reschedule the appointment. And you know me, I'm a dad. Like, me being a dad is the only reason why we even speaking right now. Like, I would be in some jungle somewhere as a retired Marine, living my life in the red light district in Thailand. Like, I'm rich in a different country. I'm broke here.
He's going to Shadaloo.
That's all I'm saying is I'm
bush.
Yeah, so I have a direct reason why I even is interested in helping, because I wasn't helped.
Right.
I didn't have that background, and I hate seeing injuries. So let me give an example, which is crazy. Tonight when you watch basketball, watch all of the athletes' knees. Their knees are going to be touching. Why? Because they have chronically tight hips. So if you want to understand your body to get to the next level, you got to undo, step backwards to go forward. And that's the reason why, as a therapist, professional athletes, professional powerlifters will never get a massage before a meet. Why? It will loosen them.
Loosen you up.
And then now they're not at their max.
Right.
So That's the only way to get to your true max is to undo a little bit, re-strengthen, repair, recover, and then grow. Some people that they're just using the equipment, like you said, you can run faster. Like I'm 5'6", I could touch the rim. But guess what? I'm using Victory insoles. Victory insoles give me a whole 1-inch boost on my. Without the Victory insoles, I can't touch the rim. With the Victory insoles, I could touch the rim. Why would I play basketball without those insoles?
Right.
The insoles are carbon fiber. They are horrible for your body. The minute you leave the basketball court, you must take those shoes off. If you even wear those shoes to go to Walmart, you are screwed. Your feet, your back, your neck is screwed. So you can use the equipment to be better.
Well, that's why there's different. I mean, golf has golf shoes.
Absolutely.
Baseball players play with baseball cleats.
Spikes.
Yeah, soccer.
But hold on.
Football, basketball.
But let's go deeper.
It's all the same.
But let's go deeper. There's a way that your body operates before you put the shoes on. So that's how I get to these pro athletes. It's not about me changing your game. It's about what can we do to assist what you're already doing to make you better.
Oh, you should have saw me on the court with the Reebok pumps. Boy,
Yeah,
the
that's what
boy
I'm
had
saying.
the game.
It's about
I
you.
could touch the rim.
It's about you.
2 hands.
Yeah, so technically
Dunk
it's not
on
about
those
the
little
shoes.
basketballs. Not the full, grown, human
Are you
being.
are you saying you can't palm a basketball?
Did you see these hands?
Me either, man. That's my problem.
I'm 5'8" at the most. I mean, I want to say I'm 5.
That's the only reason why I
Nah,
cannot
but-
dunk is because I cannot palm that ball.
So let's do the recap. So you got the 2 records for interlocking,
Handstands on a self-built tower.
bam,
And then the second one's the hippie jump, which,
hippie
let me get to
jump.
it. It's riding a longboard, jumping over something, and landing back on the board.
Oh, so it's not necessarily the height; it's the distance.
It's the height. So if this
Oh,
table's
okay.
4 feet, if I jump over the table, so I went to Walmart and I bought a clothes rack that you would to put clothes on. And I just let the board, you could level that up
So
or
you
level that
hurdling.
down. Yeah, you hurdling.
You're hurdling
Yes.
on the longboard,
Yeah.
and landing back on
On the
joint
longboard, yeah.
on the other side.
Like 5
of
feet up. Yeah, 5 feet.
Jesus.
Which I left plenty of room.
Right.
Access of room to break that record. So that's kind of like wherever I want to contact and say, yo, you want to have a record in your spot? Let's just do it.
That sounds like the ghetto pole vault.
Yeah, it's pretty,
So how high was the hippie jump?
4.5 feet, which is not that.
That's like off Verts too.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, no,
nuts.
Like I said, the ghetto pole vault.
yeah, while you're rolling and then you have to
There's
land
there's no
No
staff.
stigma, but I'm just saying you're jumping over something onto another board.
No, on the same board.
On the same board.
You gotta
Yeah.
land on the same
And
board.
they say white boys can't jump.
Oh,
You
yeah,
out
no,
here
I'm-
to prove that wrong.
I'm 5'6". I could touch the rim.
I can dig
with
it.
With a
That's
oop, I could probably dunk.
crazy, yo.
With a oop, I could dunk.
What you giggling about? I'm Caucasian too. I can grab a rim here too.
But honestly, when it
Once in a
comes down to
while.
my son, that's his best friend just so happened to be 6'3". And the one thing my son, because they play volleyball, he plays
Yeah.
volleyball. And he's like, Dad, my best friend saw your videos and he wants to see you jump. And all I thought was, it's because he's 6'3" and he can't touch the
stiff.
rim.
He's stiff,
and I'm
yo.
5'6", and he wants to see what that looks like. And it's like, son, that's why I'm training. Like I'm training to be
Right.
a role model for my son. That's it. That's the reason why I look like this, because I will pull up at any of his functions.
About to shock you though. We're about to like this right
Oh,
here.
we're shifting.
Right
Okay.
here, right here.
Okay.
Man, Travis, let's talk about the trip to Guatemala.
The best thing that's ever happened to me, honestly.
Watch this here.
Yeah, my trip to Guatemala, well, it started off as a humanitarian mission. My best friend's Guatemalan. We're both Marines, and I was like, hey, man, I want to start traveling the world helping. My son's getting a little older, so he understands when I leave a little bit more, because I just never wanted to leave my kid. Like, more than a week I couldn't do it. Like, I just couldn't physically do it. So 3-4 days, I'm like, yo, where can I go around? We can't go to Thailand. Oh, that's too far. Guatemala's right there. Boy, I'm going to go to your hometown. I contacted a school on Volunteer World, which allows people all over the world. So if you're stagnant in the world and you want to, I have soccer players that are sitting around, they don't have kids, they don't
Never
have
heard of it.
Well,
Volunteer World.
Volunteerworld.com. It allows you,
Awesome.
they pay for your stay. They'll pick you up from the airport. Like, I literally donated a little bit of money for 7 days in the jungle to a school. Literally, that was,
So you donated your time to this school for 7 days. They paid for your stay and your trip, everything?
I paid for just the plane ticket. The food, where I was staying 7 days in the middle of the jungle, hospitality. Like, it's for the people who think that the world is is small. The world is huge.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I have a lot of pro athletes that
I've traveled a lot too. So yeah,
they
I know
will
what you're
pay.
saying.
They will pay you. Like if you want to go to Africa, if you're a soccer player and you want to go teach football in Africa or like Kenya, Nigeria,
Absolutely.
Peru, they will 100% welcome you in with open arms. Come and help me. So that's how it started. Of how do I get started with actually going around? I found this program. I went out there. Best things ever happened. I've been back 3 times now, and that's what ran me into the. Actually, the last time I went, which is on my YouTube, I fed 500 stray dogs. And I brought 90 pounds of school supplies. I went to Walmart.
Wow.
I cashed out the clearance section, put it in the backpack, and I went out there and gave all that school supplies to the jungle because they don't have Crayola. They don't have stuff like that. And while I was there, of course, there's stray dogs everywhere, just like most countries. You know, those are not animals. Those are just, they're not pets. They're animals.
Yeah.
And it's just hard for me to see that, knowing that we got this overcrowded shelters and we don't have one single dog outside. They have 5. Go look at my. It's
Put it in a nutshell. What that feeling was like to give to yourself, to give to people what it gave self.
I crave that. I crave that because once you realize my career or my lifestyle as an adult, what I've shown pretty much full transparency online is I'm always told no. I have tons of resistance. Like I'm just a human being. I'm just Travis Horn. Yeah, this online persona is just like, you know, with the way the media portrays people. Like, I mean, look at Steph Curry and Aisha's relationship, how they did that online. Like just simple things like that. It's like, that's just not what I try to stay away from that. I try and I might be on the media a lot, but real life will never.
Let me see how to put this. What unselfish gratification did it give you as a person?
I have a quote, be so selfless. You reap the benefits of being selfish.
There we go. So that's what I'm looking for right there.
I stay in that mindset. So honestly, I am nothing but smiles all the way to the ear the whole entire trip, even though I'm giving and giving and giving. You give more than you will receive. Like that's just kind of what has allowed me to even be here. Like my quote, what you do for today is for the future. What happens today is from the past. So we're speaking now because of the trip to Guatemala.
Absolutely.
Like if I wasn't a good person, you wouldn't have invited me.
Absolutely. I did my research and I mean, I've known you. This is a man that tried out for my baseball team.
And I did that for my son specifically. Just, you know, he was 6 years into baseball and I was like, you know what? Either you're going to go to Shadow Ridge or you're not. The minute that boy went to Nevada High School Tech, he's a volleyball player now. That's
man
it.
Came
Baseball's
out there,
gone.
he told me, man, I'm freakishly athletic. I said, this man got the gift of gab, got that game. I see that. And I was interested in what you do. And he was like, Coach, I'm going to come to practice. Next practice, I'm going to bring you a T-shirt. Brings me the T-shirt. Then he gets into the scientific part of what the T-shirt does. I said, man, this guy is different. I like this kid here. So the T-shirt absorbs your sweat. And on top of that, it gives you a cool feeling as you're heating up and getting all overheated. The shirt absorbs the
it's like old school AC. Old school AC.
And bam, you start getting cool. I said, man, I'm gonna go work out and put this dang T-shirt on and see what it really do. And he was right, man. It was a trip to see how far technology has come, man. I appreciated you for doing that. You didn't have to, but you did.
And on a personal note, I honestly, besides, I remember I was in an athletic mindset always, health and wellness and helping.
Absolutely.
But it was you as a dad, honestly. It came down to like, I'm a dad and I think that like that's the connection that we have. That's like an unspoken thing. Like
I could tell the respect you have for me
going out there
from
with
day
your
one.
kids is just, it's something that I look up to. It's commendable. I only have one son. You know, you have 3 boys and you're able to still, I mean, they could go all different directions. We don't know what's going on with people in life. So you obviously had to be there and be that inspiration for them to be there, to be doing that.
My sons all play baseball. I've taught them since they were little babies, and this year was different for all of us because we all got to be on the same field together playing. So to look around and 5 of my sons are on the field while I'm on the field playing was something that I'd never thought I'd ever experience or be able to even talk about. So I appreciate that to the fullest.
That is great, though.
Thank you, brother.
That's
Thank
great.
you.
Yeah,
I played in the minor leagues. I played on high levels. I played I played professional ball and got paid for it, and there's no comparison to playing out there with my sons. It's the greatest feeling I've ever had, as far as being able to share something with my sons, and it's all 5 of them. So there's only 9 players on the field, and 6 of us are on the field at the same time. Win or lose, we can always look back at this. So I know exactly what you're saying when it comes to. I watched some of your videos, and just you being with your son is commendable. It's like you said, honor back and forth for both of us.
The feel-good story is, all these shows, and like you said, where's that feeling? If I think about what was the ultimate feeling is, I applied for Nellis's Got Talent randomly because I said, I'm on all these shows and I can't get my son on there. Baby mama drama, whatever, schooling type. I went on Nellis Got Talent and I put my son on the stage with me, made him wear the same shorts, the same shirt. We're matching, and he wants to be an engineer. So I say, you don't need a handstand. You're going to build what I'm going to do. And that is a core memory that I would rather.
Whatever he ends up doing, brother, is because he had a great father, and a good example, great example to look up to. We don't all have that. And it's sad that these kids that don't have it have to look to something that's negative to try to turn it into a positive eventually when they finally get it, what life is really about. So,
and I come with open arms. So if you ain't got the dad or father figure, I'm a dad. I have energy.
Way.
Please write me. Please message me. Mental health's real at all ages. It's a simple message. Absolutely.
Where can they reach out to you?
I took a lot of pride in owning everything. I'm like the Kanye West of this. So the Balance Guru on everything. Everything you've ever signed up for, I'm on it already.
Well, that opens up to the next question I had. It was, what is the Big Show? I have never watched it, but I know that you've been on it. Have you ever watched the Big Show?
Well, when I hear that, I think of SportsCenter with Dan Patrick and Keith Olbermann.
He's been on a show called The Big Show.
Yeah, the Go Big Show, which
is on
TBS, which I would consider now. It was just a startup of
you can stream it,
an AGT. Yeah. I was going to give you my personal opinion about it because a lot of this stuff is okay, how did I get on the Go Big Show before America's Got Talent? Right? I did America's Got Talent.
Stepping stone to everything.
It was a stepping stone show that some of the lower figures. I did Snoop Dogg, Bert Kreischer. There was a couple big names on there.
Supposed to give all of that away yet. I'm trying to get there. This man tried out for AGT, or were you on season 20?
Oh yeah, season 20, episode 6.
My man is on season 20, episode 6. Am I right?
Absolutely.
Of AGT this year. So, man, I'm looking forward to seeing that myself. And I don't know if you want to give it away or can give it away because, there's these things you can't talk about when it comes to things that haven't been aired yet.
Yeah.
But
if you have Peacock, it'll be on Peacock. It'll be on NBC.
The good thing is this already aired 2 months ago.
Okay. So how did you do?
So if you have Peacock, go to Peacock and watch it.
It's a thin line between just being completely grateful because these are the things that I remember. I'm the no plan, no goal. I didn't you saw how I went viral initially. That was never a plan or a goal, ever. So it took me 14 years to realize what message I was actually trying to deliver, besides getting distracted from the internet, right? The internet allowed me to live a nice outward life, but it's only because I understood exactly what this was going to take to me. If not, I'd be lost right now. I'd be 36 years old with nothing. I'd just be like, oh yeah, that was cool, viral, and I'm just going to go to work.
So how'd you do?
I did amazing. I did absolutely amazing. My act was flawless.
Sounds like a judge screwed him.
Yeah, well, no, it's just, I believe there's a question and there's the right question. So the right question.
I think they just didn't know where you were going to go with it. How far can he go with this?
Beyond that. I'm an educator. So coming from an education side on a show, if I would have brought my son on it, fine. If I would have brought my cat on it, fine. If I would have dressed up like a fucking clown, excuse my language, fine. I'm way past the show. Right. I have 17 shows that I can produce right now on my own that'll be better than that, right?
Wow.
So I have 50 inventions. So
that's a lot.
I just needed that. I just needed to close that.
I personally got to ask you, did you hug Sofia Vergara?
No, and I got some. I'm not gonna lie. they're weird in Hollywood. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah,
know.
I'm
yeah.
a realist.
We
Like,
know
I'm
this.
real.
We know
They're
this.
just
Absolutely.
they're weird. Like
They're quirky. Absolutely.
But the audience wanted to know. I'm not the only one that wanted to know that. Am I wrong?
Probably not. But
she smelled good, because she walked by. She smelled
So
good.
you did get to talk to all of them.
Oh, of course, I got to talk to all of them, which
That's awesome.
it was very Terry Crews, his encounter with me was very weird. Like I don't know how to.
I hear he's a little odd.
yeah, he is.
It was just very.
Well, I mean, you saw the security plate.
I don't know how
Friday
to-
After Next.
I don't know how to
You
explain
couldn't pay me
it.
enough to
I don't know
play
how to
character like
explain it,
that.
but
I'm a boy, Damien.
I don't know how to explain it. It was just a very weird interaction with him.
Yeah, the whole Tupac
But they don't.
scene.
But they don't pay. So you got to remember, a lot of these shows.
that
But let's go back to.
okay.
No.
But let's go back to the Go Big Show. The Go Big Show did pay me. They paid me $3,000, which that's the most any of these shows will ever pay somebody.
Wow.
That's
AGT
awesome.
is zero. So imagine AGT. These people come from all over the world, and they're in the streets.
They're getting paid.
Yeah, of course. So that's why it's a little weird when they're running through us they're just running through
Next.
us. Like it's next. It's just so fast and it's so quick. It's like as an artist, as a humanitarian, as someone who has like feelings, like I know that shows are not for me. Like I'm
Right.
not an actor. I've gotten arguments with them trying to get me to read a complete script. That's like, man, I got plenty of stuff to talk about. I'm not reading this.
So we talked about it earlier a little bit off camera about, and I have a big audience as far as the Raiders fans go. And so a lot of my following comes from the Raider audience. We would love to know how the No Script show went, you know what I mean? And with Beast Mode.
Beast Mode. Yeah, I still talk to him to this day. Every time I send him a DM, he sees it. He says, "What's up?" He just puts a couple emojis, like he's busy.
Yeah.
But he, the shirt that I got that you see, he signed it. He gave it to me. Right now he sends me a bunch of gloves. He has fitness gloves out right now called Beast Mode gloves, Bionic gloves. They did a partnership. Did
he have Skittles when you were with him? Did he have Skittles?
1,000%.
Okay.
You got to remember, right when that video went viral on Bleacher Report and Unilad, they flew me. Bleacher Report specifically flew me to Oakland to do this No Script, which was episode 2. They were going to get a bunch of personal trainers and stuff.
Oakland's a different beast, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
100%.
I'm from Oakland. I don't know if I ever told you that.
Yeah, everywhere I went, I
Town business.
I had a brand new haircut. I was chiseled. I looked like an undercover cop. Every store that I went into, they just would not even speak to me. I was asking certain questions and they just weren't even speaking to me. And I was like, man, I had one earphone in. They were not talking to me. Long story short, I finally got the information that I needed for some 2 chicks that were passing by on the crosswalk. But with my first interaction with Marshawn, which remember, he just got all that money. Right before that, like 2017, I think that's right when he just got.
You're talking about the Oakland Raider.
Yeah,
Marshawn
that's when he
Lynch.
got.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when he got paid a massive amount of money. I think he was one of those athletes that got
Take
paid
care
a
of your
massive
mentals and
amount.
stack your
And your
chickens.
chickens. Protect your chickens.
Protect your chickens.
He walked into that Bleacher Report set and started picking up everything that he wanted. Like, oh, this is a brand new ball. This ball is on me. Oh, this on me.
Yeah.
This on me. This on me. This because he
That's how the rich stay rich.
ran that. He ran that. Like everybody in there was like, yo, Marshawn's coming. I've never seen people be so on their stuff. Like I don't, and I'm not around too much of that behind the scenes of that behind the scenes. So I don't know if it was just his energy
He
that
owned
he had.
everything.
Owned
everything.
He'll walk
He
out. He'll walk out. Like when he's done, he's done.
A lot
Yeah.
of people forget that they see how he talks, but they don't realize how smart he is. I mean, after all, he did go to UC Berkeley, and UC Berkeley is
Hard to get into Berkeley.
is a very good school.
He's clever because he can add his personality into the education.
Absolutely.
So like in the show, that's what made the show, because in the show, you go check it out. I did handstands on some tennis balls and he picked them up and rolled them like dice. So you see, it's like
that's Marshawn.
That's Marshawn. So you gotta check the episode out. It's hilarious.
Marshawn Lynch because coming from the town, you know what town cats is like. I'm gonna call them cats. You know what I mean? Town Cats is a different beast. You know what I mean? We played for the same football team, not at the same time, but I'm an Oakland Dynamite. You know what I'm saying? And so Pop Warner was everything to someone like him and I. He's a great contributor to the town, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. He gives back so much.
So much. Yeah, I just
100%.
watched a lot of stuff on him and giving back to Oakland Dynamites because a lot of our parents couldn't send us to, even if we made like state championships and different things.
Couldn't go to Orlando.
He makes sure that he takes care of that. And I really love, shout out to the town. You know what I mean? But
510.
absolutely. Oakland is home. But I do want to talk about something that I don't know if everybody else is wondering, but I'm wondering, what is the feeling like with no pad down there and you know you're going down from 18? Yo, you got to explain to me what you thinking. Am I going to my feet? Am I going to my hands? Am I going to belly flop? What motion am I going to try to get into when you headed down?
Honestly, I think this is why your podcast is amazing. Because I think the little tiny details that the sons and the daughters talk about is what people truly miss when it comes to online. So let me give you a whole different perspective.
Okay.
I'm scared of heights.
Well, me too.
But imagine this. But what I'm not scared of is I have complete trust in my education and myself.
Mm-hmm.
So what if I told you I wouldn't have did it if I didn't have safety on? I had to have a safety harness. So imagine me getting a conversation in my house from Italy that I've been handstanding for 10 years. And all they told me was, do you want a world record? But you have to have a safety harness. I said, we can do 50,000 feet at that point.
Right.
I know I can handstand. What do you want me to do? Like, do this with something on my back? Fine. The beautiful story about that is when they flew me back, what's the odds that it was the same rigger? I told him, yo, we're friends now. We're family. Like, the times that you held me up twice, even though he didn't need to help me, that's the rule is he couldn't hold me, right? It had to be slack, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's just in case I don't die.
He helped you to get up there.
No, he helped me so I don't die. Like, there was no...
What did exactly he help you with?
Well, in case I fall, he will catch me.
Okay, gotcha.
Like,
you had somebody below you.
Yeah. Well, I'm just like a rock climber. You know, like they're belaying somebody. Like,
in other words, there's not going to be
he was a net.
In other words, there was not going to be an Owen Hart situation.
Yes. So it was one of those where I knew I trained so hard that wasn't going to be an adversary. It was still scary. And when I got to the top, of course, I said I had to pee.
But you knew if you fall, that there is a chance that you're not going to hit the ground. What about practicing though?
I practice. That's the record. I was the highest.
You never practiced this?
I never even touched those poles.
Insane.
That is nuts.
I never
Insane.
I just said
I'm just going to get up there and do my thing.
I'm just going to straight wing it.
I'm going to just invent this and I'm going to get up there and do it.
There is no practice. Straight up.
Wow.
That is crazy, yo. All right. Now, the last thing I got to bring up, before we get off of here is, man, Granddaddy Dimes. Well, let's call him that. Granddaddy Dimes in the background. You know what I'm saying? While you out there doing your thing, yo, man, I'm trying not to cry laughing at this, yo. I'm about to go look at that.
Attach a video.
I'm gonna go look at it 30 times. I swear to you.
Attach the video, please.
Daddy Dimes.
You haven't seen it yet?
I have not. No.
Sir, look that up right now before we get off. This podcast, because man, I'm trying not to cry. I'm like, yo, he didn't even mean for the. Where your phone at?
My phone's right there.
You got it almost attached to the hand. Go look this up. Go.
Yeah, honestly, what started this whole movement?
Look up,
you could look up. When it went viral, it went to the top page of Reddit, and the top page of Reddit was bearded douchebag tries to outshine a senior citizen.
Dirty.
Yeah, so how I had to go on 97.5 and completely out ESPN and Sports Center and everything because why they manipulated it. No, because they didn't know I'm a humanitarian, I'm a Marine.
What if y'all was working together?
It was messed up. It was messed up.
That is messed up.
But good clout, no clout. Look where I'm at now.
Yeah.
World records, 5,000. Like, come on. Like, whatever you want to say. Whatever you want to talk about it, fine. But I'm not going to lie. When I went viral, imagine me not knowing. What do you think happened to the grandpa?
What can he pull it up on? What can he look at? You got to see this before we get out of here.
You just pull my Instagram up. It's scroll down 3 times.
Oh, man. Dude.
But imagine
when
the
you showed
grandpa,
it to me, I'm over here like, no way this ain't set up.
I know.
There's no way.
Because imagine the
but
grandpa.
I believe you, knowing you. I know.
Well, yeah, because the grandpa hit me up and was like, yo, are we trying to do a show together?
He hit you up?
100%. The family,
wow.
the family members hit me up and said, yo, I seen you and my grandpa. I had about 50 different people. There was no way possible. It was all the grandpas.
He was out there Steph Currying with the shot. I'm telling you, he was cooking. Yo,
This dude was cooking, and he
that
didn't
dude
miss.
cooked. I'm telling you, that dude was out there diamond. You know what I mean?
That right there. So that's what started it all.
Oh my God.
And then that went, of course,
Travis is just doing his thing.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
He wasn't even, you was blacked out.
Well, because I worked out for 2 years every day. So that I know that. I did not see that guy. I've seen him every single day at the gym.
But you didn't know he was in the background.
Well, I didn't absolutely not know he could play basketball. Yeah, no, I didn't know he could play basketball. Like I didn't go in and say, "Hi, guy, you're shooting today? I'm handstanding." No, that was not that.
Damn,
I don't think the OG even turned around to look at me. If you look at the video, I don't think he even turned around. No, he ain't paying attention.
That's what makes me know, and knowing you, of course, knowing you, I know that y'all didn't do this on purpose. But this is
because it would have been a longer video. If he would have hit 25, I would have posted 25. I got done. I came down. Like, I was done. He wasn't. I was done.
It helped both of y'all. You know what I mean? Whoever was going to go viral from this right here, yo, he was out there blazing, huh? Blazing.
It got took to, like, the Lakers. It was right during playoffs time, too. So they just used that as, like...
Lake Show, fool.
Hold on, but this was crazy. The world record holder... I forgot what his name is. I forgot what his name is. I'm having a brain fart. But there's a world record holder that died around that time. This is how it happened. The world record holder for the most free throws dies around that time. And now they try to say these were his last buckets.
This guy. Dang.
Because he looked like him from the back.
Bugging.
They were bugging. They were bugging.
Man, Travis, Mr. Horn, Mr. King of Kings, you know what I'm saying? Of balance.
The spear.
I got to thank you.
The tip,
you know what I mean,
man.
for coming on.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on.
Father, man, I appreciate
Absolutely.
you. That's why I showed up for you, man.
I was going to say, I'm watching him throwing the football into the trash can.
Oh, yeah, no. Oh, that's cross-body throw?
Yeah.
Don't play with me, man.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
This dude's an athlete.
Rolling. Oh, but guess what? Hold up. We could go on. I'm an athlete, but guess what? Growing up, I wasn't allowed to do a single sport. So that's the drive.
Wow.
That's the drive.
Next episode, no.
Yeah, I'm nasty.
We're going to have you on again, though.
I'm
you know
nasty.
what I mean?
That's insane.
I'm very thankful you came on, and absolute thank you for your great words, you know, as far as my fatherhood. You're a great father also. Dub, how we going to end this? You going to do a handstand?
Hell no.
Come on, Dub.
No, I ain't doing it.
Disappointment.
I do want to leave it with, I know your demographic is a little older, and I'm a therapist, so don't think I forgot about no, you're actually my specialty. I have the only sleep manual in the world that corrects scoliosis and sciatica while you sleep. That's atmospheric pressure. What I teach, what I show is what I know, but I teach physics. Okay. So you don't have to do what I see. You just understand that I know how to do that. It's about the ability or the capability of. So tap in if you have problems.
End it with that and let us know and let the fans know and the viewers know where they can find Travis Horn and get the knowledge from.
They make appointments?
Yeah, yes. If you have Instagram directly, please direct message me if you've seen this, and I'm going to give you my balance bundle for you, Alonzo, for just because I know...
I appreciate that.
Your listeners, for Christmas, holidays, what do you want to call it? Remember, it's not about the information if you don't apply it. Mm-hmm. So I sleep good at night knowing that I'm not saying pay me or nothing. No, I want you to be healthier. So the Balance Guru, I'm primarily on Instagram 90 hours a week. I have not one unread DM in 14 years. Okay. So don't act like he ain't gonna, no. Not one unread DM. This is what I do for a living. I help. So if you need help, you don't have anybody to help, please reach out. This is what I do. Okay. Other than that, if you Google me, I'm Absolutely. 30 pages deep.
Appreciate it.
He said that with a lot of passion.
Because he is a passionate guy at what he does. I mean.
Oh yeah, that's quite obvious.
Well, Dub, another great one.
Thank you.
I thank you for coming
thank you for
on.
the invite.
Boom.
Always the greatest co-host ever. That's why I asked Dub to come on. His knowledge of the game and just sports in general is, beyond me. And I don't even know anybody else but him. Their sports knowledge is beyond mine.
And if I can make his eyebrows raise up, that's a good start for me.
Thank you again, viewers out there, for tuning in to the Legacy Alliance podcast. And these legends like my man right now coming on, Travis. And thank you for Gene. Thank you for Jeffrey for coming on and sharing all of their knowledge and their personal stories. I'm super thankful for you guys for doing so. And I hope you viewers got a lot out of this.
Well,
And,
one final plug. Don't forget, catch the Mizzle and Dub show.
I was going there. Catch
the Mizzle and Dub show on YouTube, starring myself and my co-host Raymond Mizzle Mason, who wants the link. Bro, I'll send the link when I get it. Okay, but
shout out to the Mizzle.
Yes,
the Raiders are going to be okay, buddy. Watch the Dub and Mizzle show. It's something else. You guys are on all the time too. I wish I can get on like y'all can, man. You guys' dedication is superb.
There's no set time. Normally we do a lot of midnight shows. So if you're a night owl, catch us on the Mizzle and Dub show on YouTube. Also, Talking Ish with myself, Mizzle, and Chris. It's a football show. That's on YouTube. Also, my good friends, the All-Pro Joffos on Joffos TV on YouTube. Get with them. A7FL, Other Side of the Ball, also on YouTube.
A7FL.
So I'm just plugging everything right now. Oh,
hey.
Hi, Mom.
I want you to make sure that, we get all that info out there so we can support, especially locally, and people that give back to us and we give back to them. Tune in for the next episode of the Legends Alliance podcast. We will have something great for you, I promise.